You know, it's a Hindi serial when the person says, I killed him for a bit. Permanently कोई मरता नहीं है. ये वापस आएगा. जब तक TRP आएगी, ये वापस आएगा.
We talked about a club where you were underage, even I was underage, and we entered, and the guy said, "Show me your ID," and we showed our Instagram's ID, and they were like, "Okay, you go in first." I met a leader
when I went to Delhi, and he said that there is no difference between an actor and a politician.
Hello guys. स्वागत है आपका KIC में, also known as Keep It Casual, where we keep it, well you guessed it, casual. In fact हमारा शो इतना casual है कि मैंने ऊपर तो शर्ट पहना है पर नीचे मैंने शॉर्ट्स पहनी है.
Oh dude, me too.
Check this.
Same bro. अरे मैं तो अब तक टॉवेल में हूँ.
Okay, so I am also same as you all, wearing my blue shorts.
Nice.
All right, for our viewers, this joke was entirely unplanned. Panelist को ये joke के बारे में नहीं पता था, जिस तरह अम्बानी जी को demonetization के बारे में नहीं पता था. This is your host Shikhar Shah, also known as nepotism की नाजायज औलाद. And today our topic for the show is child actors. We all want to be them. बचपन में कभी जब वो बच्चा जो सनफीस्ट का बिस्किट खाता है, कभी लगा हो काश हमें भी पैसे मिले ऐसा करने के लिए. But not everyone became a child actor. But we all do somewhere down the line want to be child actors. In fact, जब मैं छोटा था मुझे लोग यही बोलते थे कि तू तेरे पापा के शो में चाइल्ड एक्टर क्यों नहीं बन जाता. उनको कॉन्सेप्ट मालूम ही नहीं था कि जो बच्चे होते हैं जो एक्टिंग करते हैं उनके लिए पूरी लाइफ हर टाइम इजी नहीं होती. Of course there are the goods, of course there are the bads, but there is always the black and the white, and there are always two sides of the same kind. So today in KIC we are going to be exploring that. Is it all glamour and glit, or were they somewhere down the line exposed to the real world far too soon by working so young? Today we have a panelist full of, well you guessed it, child actors. Our first panelist of the day के बारे में मैं कहूँ तो क्या कहूँ. अगर आपने कभी सोचा है कि अगर स्वीट लाइफ ऑफ जैक एंड कोडी को बचपन में मम्मी ने मारा होता तो क्या होता? Well then the answer to that is Sweet Life of Karan and Kabir. And I don't like people saying that it's copied from a foreign show, okay? It's not. If anything, it's inspired. अर्ज क्या है, अगर वो डोनट है तो ये मेदू वड़ा है. अगर वो ऑमलेट है तो ये अंडा फ्राई है. अगर वो ग्रेट शो है तो ये नाइस ट्राई है. The blatant proof that you don't need to be original to be successful in Bollywood. The Desi Atmanirbhar version of Zack and Cody. We have Namit Shah, who played Kabir from Sweet Life of Karan and Kabir.
Hello, hi everyone. I couldn't get a better introduction than this. Oh my god.
Coming up, our next panelist. He has been acting from a very young age in shows like Veera and many more. In fact, he has been so heavily into acting, and ever since he was a kid, सब लोग उसको यही बोलते थे कि so cute, so cute, so cute. In fact, अभी वो बड़ा हो गया है. When he has short hair, he is maybe one of the most handsome guys in class. But when he has long hair, he is hands down the prettiest girl in class. The man riding the fine line between fair and lovely and fair and handsome. The only hero who is prettier than the heroine. Please welcome Devish Ahuja.
Oh my
This
god.
introduction.
Oh my god. Oh
Thank
my
you
god.
so much, Shikhar. I can't stop laughing, man.
Next up, our third panelist of the day. अभी इन भाई साहब के बारे में बोलते ही डर लगता है क्योंकि he was very famous for playing a bully in a very famous show called Balveer. He's most famous as the third bully in Balveer, the guy who stands behind Montu, who is the fattest bully. Keval was the one who stands behind Montu, and Keval's most famous dialogue was Balveer, अब तुम नहीं बचोगे. Keval's second most famous dialogue was
Oh shit.
Balveer, अब Montu तुम्हें नहीं छोड़ेगा. So yeah, you guys see the variety of content.
Oh shit.
Please
my
welcome
God.
the very, very voracious Keval Vora.
Thanks, man. What an intro.
And now, finally, the reason for the third reschedule. The reason why we are expecting that this video will at least get 1,000 views. And the main star power of the Zoom talk show, we have with us the B बच्चों को बचाने वाला बालवीर देव जोशी.
Thank you
Whoa.
so much. At least I got some good introduction at the end.
Yes, I'm jealous of you, man.
So guys, let's get to the crux of the matter. मैं जानना चाहता हूँ तुम सब चाइल्ड एक्टर, तुम सब छोटे थे तब से एक्टिंग कर रहे थे. एक मेन चीज बताओ सब लोग, जो सब लोग को लगता है, पर तुम लोग बता दो सच सच. तुम लोग को करना था कि मम्मी पापा ने फोर्स किया?
नहीं, मुझे करना था.
मुझे भी करना था.
I saw that, oh, this is something that I can get on TV with. I thought this was hell lot of cool. So I just volunteered and I got the job.
Yeah. So that is the first question. कि why did you guys begin acting so young?
When I was a kid, sometimes you get those offers for photo shoots and shit. I went to a set for a very popular show, and I was not an actor, but I just went, and one person who I really wanted to meet did not treat me nice. So he was like, oh, okay, and photo khicha chala gaya, and I was like, oh, what the hell, dude, this is not cool. And I said to my dad, dude, how I want to be like this, I want to show him. And he said, beta tu, you are no one, Yatra. You are no one. And I finally got an offer to just be an extra. I was called to be an extra at a show. And they said, go into that line. I went to the another line. I gave the audition. I didn't know what was supposed to be done. I gave the Dawang ka dialogue bola tha. And that happened, and they liked it. And I was selected in the Papad Bull set.
That's pretty cool, man.
तो ब्रो मेरा कैसा था बचपन में ना, आई स्टार्टेड एक्टिंग व्हेन आई वाज इन फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड. तो उसके पहले क्या हुआ कि मैं टीवी देखता था ना, आई ऑलवेज यूज्ड टू इमेजिन कि लोग टीवी पे कैसे आते हैं. तो आई आस्क्ड माय पेरेंट्स, डैड हाउ डू पीपल गेट इनटू द टीवी, आई मीन ऐसे कैसे. तो डैड टोल्ड मी हम कैमरा में पिक्चर क्लिक करते हैं तो कैसे फिर कैमरा में दिखता है, या वीडियो लेते हैं तो कैसे दिखता है. इट्स द सेम. देन आई वाज लाइक, ओ अपने टीवी में भी कैमरा है. तब मतलब मेरे को तो ये अपने घर पे दिखा नहीं, टीवी इतना बड़ा लेके जाते थे. I was a kid, so of course I was stupid, and I still am a bit. Then they were like, नहीं कंप्यूटर में कैसे डालते हैं, वैसे वो लोग उनके कैमरा से हमारे टीवी में ऐसे इंपोर्ट करते हैं. मैंने बोला ओके, मेरा भी वीडियो उनको भेजा ना, मेरा भी वीडियो उनको बोलो ना इंपोर्ट करने को टीवी में. एक प्रोड्यूसर्स का ग्रुप बैठा था जो एक आर्ट डिस्कस कर रहे थे और मॉल में, एंड मैं वहीं था, हम लोग रेस्टोरेंट में खा रहे थे, एंड आई वाज इमिटेटिंग समथिंग दैट वाज गोइंग ऑन द स्टेज राइट देयर. And they saw me, they were like, okay, this cute kid, he can be a part of this ad. उन्होंने मेरे मॉम डैड को अप्रोच किया, उनको सब बताया कि this child has potential in him, maybe he can be a part of this film industry. I mean, you never know किसका कभी जैक लग जाए. They were like, okay, उसको वैसे भी करना था. Next day they called me for an audition and all that stuff. I got a show called Bidai. It used to get telecast on Sony. तो मुझे बिदाई मिला, उसमें मैं देखा. फिर एक और शो मिला, डैड वाज लाइक, ठीक है चलो एड ट्राई किया तो एक सीरियल भी ट्राई कर ली, एक और कर लेते हैं, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, अनदर जॉनर. तो एक और सीरियल ट्राई किया. ऐसे करते करते गाड़ी चालू हुई और फिर खत्म ही नहीं हुई.
What about you, Dev?
So initially मैंने कभी सोचा नहीं था कि एक्टर बनना है, but since the age of 3 I was somewhere more interested towards modeling, dance performances, stage shows, theaters, dramas. So I actively participated in schools, in the government functions, in the Deepotsavs in Ahmedabad, then different cultural activities in society and all that. धीरे धीरे करके ये मेरा interest बन गया, hobby बन गई. और till the age of 5 I started doing Gujarati films, regional films. Then after that Gujarati serials. Then at the age of 7 I came to Mumbai and did my first advertisement. Then I started with the shows, and then in 2012 Balveer happened. So it was never planned that I want to be an actor, but it was like always go with the flow. Everything I did was asked by my parents ki ye karna hai kya, ye karna hai kya. I'm never forced to do anything.
So even I never thought that I'll do acting and stuff. जैसे देव के साथ हुआ वैसे same मेरे साथ हुआ. So I was doing dance. I was actively performing in my fashion shows and fancy dress competitions and stuff. So there was this dancer जिन्होंने मेरे को बोला कि you look good, you are energetic, तेरे में वो potential है. So why don't you try for acting? And I used to stay in Surat, ठीक है. तो अब सूरत में तो लाइक नो वन नोज कि क्या सीन्स है कि कैसे आते हैं एक्टिंग में एंड ऑब्वियसली आई डोंट हैव अ फैमिली बैकग्राउंड लाइक इन दिस इंडस्ट्री सो इट वाज लाइक कि मेरे को सर से कांटेक्ट मिला देन आई शिफ्टेड टू मुंबई आई डिड माय फर्स्ट शो कॉल्ड वीरा ऑन स्टार प्लस देन महाभारत हातिम या सो इट्स ऑल अबाउट डेस्टिनी
सो गाइस जब तुम लोग ने फर्स्ट चालू किया हाउ डिड यू ऑल पिक अप एक्टिंग तुम लोग के करियर्स में तुमको सबसे ज्यादा मुश्किल कहाँ पे हुई
It was the first day, I still remember vividly because I didn't know anything. I was selected and I didn't know anything. They just said कि ये lines है, ये lines बोलनी है. And everyone around me was such a good actor, and everyone was from theater backdrop, you know, like they are way better. Like I feel so.
नाटक वाले हैं
नाटक वाले मुझसे तो काफी अच्छे थे और आई वाज अ रूकी तो मैं तो जैसे से देख रहा हूँ और कि ओ ओके 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 so this guy is the director, this guy is also a producer, and I'm just a no one, so I'm just learning my lines. और 2 बार फंबल हुआ फर्स्ट टेक लाइफ का 2 बार फंबल हुआ एंड कट हुआ और जो भाई उस टाइम पे जो पसीने छूटे थे but finally the glad the director was nice and everything and he said ki koi nahi, take you know, drink some water and have just relax a little and then do it धीरे धीरे and yeah it's just started and it's well I think so it's good now hopefully.
what about you Devish
So obviously day one was difficult. It was like कि यार I didn't have any clue कि क्या करना है. What is acting? अब मेरे को तो था कि एक एंगल से शूट किया and like the scene is over. But वही चीज they are shooting from different angles. So obviously that was confusing and obviously I was a kid. तो ऐसा लगता था कि यार क्या है bro ये बार-बार अलग-अलग एंगल से शूट कर रहे हैं. But director was good obviously and because of him that was easy for me.
मेरा थोड़ा सिमिलर था तो बेसिकली मेरा जो फर्स्ट आई वाज इन फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड आई डिडंट नो व्हाट टू डू एक्टिंग क्या थी मुझे नहीं पता था मुझे सिर्फ इतना था कि मुझे टीवी पे आना है बस मेरा वीडियो उधर होना चाहिए दैट्स इट दैट वाज माय मेन एम देन दे वर लाइक मेरा HSBC बैंक का कमर्शियल इट वाज समथिंग लाइक इंश्योरेंस और समथिंग मुझे मतलब पानी के साथ खेलना था एंड आई हैड टू डू दैट ओके एंड मुझे बचपन में कैसा था मेरे कपड़े गीले हो जाते थे तो मैं बहुत इरिटेट हो जाता था और स्कूल यूनिफॉर्म गीला होता था तो मुझे बिल्कुल नहीं पसंद होता था पता नहीं क्यों और उसमें मुझे स्कूल यूनिफॉर्म ही पहनना था वी वर शूटिंग इन द टाउन हम लोग ताज होटल के वहां पे शूट कर रहे थे एंड उसमें था गीला होना है तो मैंने बोला ठीक है चलो कोई बात नहीं मस्ती ही करनी है आई हैड टू स्प्लैश इनटू द पॉट होल्स एंड यू नो लाइक थ्रो वाटर ऑन पीपल एंड स्टफ लाइक दैट तो वो मैंने किया आप उसमें मेरा यूनिफॉर्म गीला हो गया और उन्होंने मुझे 3 बार यूनिफॉर्म चेंज करवाया तीनों बार गीला किया चौथी बार मुझे अंदर भेजा फिर मैं बाहर ही नहीं आया नहीं ये लोग बार बार मेरा यूनिफॉर्म गीला कर रहे हैं मुझे गीला होने से इरिटेट होता है नहीं मुझे होली नहीं खेलनी है दिस दैट आई वाज लाइक दैट तो मतलब मॉम वाज लाइक इफ यू डू इट नाइसली योर वीडियो विल गेट अपलोडेड ऑन द टीवी सब देखेंगे I was like, okay, तेरे सब फ्रेंड्स देखेंगे. I was like, हाँ मेरे सब फ्रेंड्स देखेंगे, मैं टीवी पे आऊंगा. Okay, I'll do it. वो तो ad था, so that was very easy because I didn't have a dialogue or anything. फिर बिदाई जो शो मैंने किया था, उसमें कैसा था, मुझे लाइंस दिए थे और उन्होंने बोला ये पढ़ो. बोला हाँ पढ़ लिया. Like इसको याद कर लो. तो मैंने याद कर लिया कैमरा के सामने. बेटा ऐसे ऐसे बोलना. हाँ. For example, if my line is, hi, my name is Namit and I'm 18 years old. Just an example. Hi, my name is Namit and I'm 18 years old. That's how I said it. And उसमें कैसा था कि मुझे डर के कुछ बोलना था. मम्मी डांटती है तो तुम मम्मी को कैसे बोलते हो बेटा ऐसे बोलो. Like okay. Hi, my name is Namit and I'm 18 years old. मैंने ऐसे करके बोला. ठीक है मतलब I gave my expressions and तभी मुझे पता चला okay हर डायलॉग मम्मी डांटती है तो कैसे बोलना है वैसे बोलना है. फिर मुझे पता चला नहीं अलग अलग टाइप के एक्सप्रेशंस होते हैं ऐसे करके मैंने एक्टिंग शुरू की थी.
If you asked about when I was confused a bit, so it was after the Balveer got off air in 2016 and I got the show Shikhar for Star Bharat. So when I auditioned for it, I was selected. But when we started workshops, there was a bit problem which I even not realized. that I spoke every dialogue in the same way as Balveer spoke. So still playing the same character for 4 years, it was not coming out from me. Like if you want to play any other character, you have to remove Balveer from yourself
Right.
to play Chandrasekhar Azad. That was a part I was confused a bit कि कैसे होता है, क्या होता है. Then the casting directors, mom, dad helped me with that. And after at last I came out of the Balveer zone, and then I realized that there is so much to do more to acting than this superhero thing. So I
Right.
explored this field in that show, and after that Balveer Returns happened. So you can see a whole lot of difference between Balveer and Balveer Returns as me as an actor.
तुम लोग का जो career है, उसमें what are the cheap thrills that you all enjoy at your age?
In school, I used to not complete my books, and school was necessary that you have to complete your books. So I used to not complete my books at all, and I had said I was genuinely shooting. So I had asked my principal, who was kind of nice, kind of not nice. Yeah, it was variably on her mood, but so she granted me the permission that I can Xerox my notes from other person.
Same.
So I used to not write at all.
Same.
I
और
had my
मेरी
notes
teacher का
Xerox all the
कैसा था
time.
पता है? You Xerox the notes from other person, but within a week you have to complete the notebook. कभी support नहीं की.
So मेरा क्या सीन था, जेरोक्स अलाउड था, प्रिंसिपल ने अलाउ किया, लेकिन बच्चे देते ही नहीं थे. वो बोलते थे हम कर रहे, तू क्यों नहीं कर रहा? तो वहां प्रॉब्लम थी. तो मैं ब्रो करूं क्या?
बच्चे भी हराम ज्यादा है ना.
अरे एक नंबर के ब्रो.
पे पता है क्या हुआ? So once some 3-4 people who were not my friends, so they rebelled that कि केवल क्यों नहीं है ये वो XYZ थोड़ा सा हुआ, and so I said now it's the tipping point, now I'll argue now. So I also went to the principal and I said कि ma'am, I was shooting on that day, you can call my executive producer, here is the number.
Oh.
and then तो फिर चुप हो गया कि नंबर दे दिया. ओ फिर तो चुप होकर बच गया. शूट कर नहीं रहा था मैं actually.
Executive producer is actually his friend, just changing his voice, sitting on the commode.
Hello?
No. Executive producer is actually my dad.
So I used to take half day. ठीक है, मेरे को स्कूल से half days allowed थे, cause मैं शूट पे जाता था कि मतलब आधा दिन पढ़, एग्जाम दिया, चले जा. So मैं क्या करता था, बोरिंग लेक्चर्स होते थे तो आई यूज्ड टू कॉल मॉम, फोन लेके जाता था कि मॉम आ जाओ, बहुत बोरिंग लेक्चर्स है. स्कूल में बोलता था कि शूट है, तो मेरे को छोड़ देते थे. अब बच्चों को ये लगता था ये कैसे कर रहा है, हम क्यों नहीं कर पा रहे. तो बच्चे बोलते थे मैम इसका शूट नहीं है, मैम इसका शूट नहीं है, झूठ बोल के जा रहा है.
देवेश के बहुत ज्यादा फॉलोअर्स है और मेरे उससे कम फॉलोअर्स है, लेकिन एक वेरिफिकेशन टिक है. अभी देवेश ने मुझे ये चीज बताई थी और मैंने उसके साथ तब शेयर की थी. देवेश, यू रिमेम्बर we talked about one club, let's not name the club. We talked about a club where you were underage, even I was underage, and we entered and the guy said show me your ID, and we showed our Instagram's ID and they were like, okay, you go in first.
I remember this. Though you
Alright,
underage.
that's a pretty solid cheap thrill, huh? Like that's a pretty good one, dude.
Yes, man. Till date, I still, if they ask for ID, I show my Instagram ID. Somewhere it works, somewhere get lost, bro. यही होता है.
Well, that's a solid cheap thrill, I must say. That's a pretty good cheap thrill.
Yes, man.
Apart from getting to meet the Prime Minister, what are the other cheap thrills, Dev Joshi?
I enjoyed being Balveer. I was like more of conservative person, so I wanted my freedom. तो मैं जाऊँ जहाँ पे भी मुझे as Balveer treat ना किया जाए, was more preferred that कि school जाऊँ तो I am as a normal kid studying in the classes, because I studied in Ahmedabad, so I have to 10 days में study करने जाता था, 20 days I shooted here. So I never got that thing, but I was always normal कि Balveer का नाम यूज करके मुझे कुछ करना नहीं है. So I was like happy as Dev Joshi. But yes, someone more than me, other people have used my name and got much more benefits than I have got. So that's the thing which hurts me.
I have shot with Dev. I was Javeer. In Balveer, I played a villain, and every single day there were at least 6 to 8 people standing outside his vanity van with bouquets and letters filled with love and affection and all the fans and everything. उसको जितना प्यार मिला है ना लोगों का, वो उसका सबसे बड़ा थ्रिल है.
Very true, very true.
क्या यार देव यार, इधर सब लोग इतना सब अपना चीप थ्रिल्स बता रहे हैं ब्रो. क्या यार तू फुल पीएम को आंसर दे रहा है, वैसे मेरे को आंसर दे रहा है ब्रो यार.
अरे भाई मैं हुई ऐसा, पूछो किसी को भी. मैं ऐसा ही हूँ आज केवल
I agree.
सच में क्या सच में केवल
नहीं उसने मेरे को पैसे दिए ये बोलने को.
When you play such a mature role at this age, so you become mature at so young age कि फिर धीरे धीरे ऐसा लगता है कि ऐसा होना चाहिए तो धीरे धीरे बचपन में ही सारी चीजें पता चलने लग जाती है कि ये होता है वो होता है. I watched the content like that also. I watched many web series, the films. So I understand. जो मेरी एज के बच्चे जिस नजर से देखेंगे उस नजर से मैं नहीं देख पाता. But I watch it with a very matured view.
In fact, that is one of the things we want to talk about today, because abroad में जैसे देखो that Home Alone guy, that kid who was acting in Home Alone,
Macaulay Culkin.
So that guy, he had a great start as a kid, but then later on he became a drug addict. Like अगर उसका photo तुम देखोगे, उसका when he became an adult, मतलब they are all going off the rails, you know. So what was the downside of acting a little too young?
I have to compromise many things which I would have done as a normal child. But on the other side, I'm getting much more fame, much more recognitions, and much more things which I will get at a very older age than I'm getting now. लेकिन there is also good side, there is also bad side. It always about balancing. तो मैं अपनी स्कूल लाइफ भी उस तरह से एंजॉय की है. मैंने अपना हम सेट पे रहते थे, so Keval would be knowing that we played in between the gaps, we played cricket, we also studied all together, we had fun. और जो बच्चों के बीच में जो छोटी नोकझोंक स्कूल में होती है वो हम 6 बच्चों के बीच में होती थी. We have a lot of proof of all that. But we enjoyed it. More than that, ऐसा लगता है कई बार कि अगर मैं नॉर्मली स्कूल जाता तो मैं ये सब मिस कर देता. That's my point of view. क्योंकि now I cannot go back and change all that things. But I have enjoyed the role of Balveer playing on the set with this wonderful kids, and it is going on. I can say that life is always about balancing at that.
While working at an age where you're a bit young and vulnerable, I felt that कि मेरे को थोड़ा सा जल्दी में mature हो गया. I think so. Like अभी भी I'm not sure कि मैं mature हूँ, but उस time में जल्दी हो गया था मैं.
I would like to agree with Dev कि see life is all about balancing. So obviously जहाँ good side है वहाँ bad side तो होगा ही होगा. But ठीक है, I got exposed to new world too soon. Obviously we all did, but let's take it in a positive manner कि ठीक है, you have to just balance it. I remember like directors abusing on sets and all. But ठीक है, this happens with everyone. So let's take life in a positive way.
Yeah, and honestly, you know, Devish, that's actually, I get it that you were exposed to the real world far too soon. But the thing is ना, that तू गाली डायरेक्टर से सीखा, मैं गाली मेरे दोस्त से सीखा.
फर्क bro.
Yeah, because you all started acting so young. What were the sacrifices that you all were had to make? हम लोग ने ये तो बात कर ली, cheap thrills to discuss कर ली. But what were the sacrifices that you had to make?
Mine was school trips. I never went on any school trips.
मेरे field trip के time आज तक एक भी shoot नहीं आया था. और field trips are very boring in life, except for when you have to go to the Parle G factory and you get a free Parle G biscuit and a dairy milk chocolate.
Yeah.
But when we had to go to the picnic for Tiku Jinniwadi or any other water park or any other amusement park like SL World or anything, हमेशा कुछ shoot आ जाता था.
We went to field trip to Vadodara. The place was named Dev's Dam. It was my dam only in that case. But it was my first trip with my friends. And it was my first night without my parents. I slept. And I completely enjoyed it. That first time being alone with the friends and sleeping with everyone in general room. So it was first time that after completing Balveer, getting offer of Balveer, then I went to school, started my normal studies, and get back to my friends. So I think I missed that all things during my 4 years of Balveer. But on the contradictory, we enjoyed a lot. कई सारी memories है जो बयान नहीं कर सकते हम.
Yeah, so we were talking about sacrifices. There were a lot of sacrifices. I'm not complaining, but I never played cricket with my society friends. I never played because I was investing my time somewhere else. I was traveling from Surat to Mumbai to give auditions and to shoot. So that was a big sacrifice. I remember, so I was doing 2 shows, okay? Veera and Mahabharat साथ में. दोनों star के shows थे. As you said, 24 hours होते, cool. So 12 hours I was shooting for one show, and I was traveling like for 3 hours from Maharashtra to Gujarat for another shoot because दोनों का set अलग-अलग state में था. So यहाँ पे मैंने 12 hours shoot किया, 3 hours travel किया, गाड़ी में सोया, I studied गाड़ी में सब कुछ, like खाने से लेकर सब कुछ गाड़ी में. वहाँ पे मैंने 6 hours shoot किया, मैंने 3 hours वापस travel किया, and मैंने वापस 12 hours shoot किया. So sacrifices are for good. आप कुछ पाने के लिए कुछ खोना पड़ता है, obviously.
Coming to our next question, मैं जब छोटा था, you know Chiller Party the movie?
Yeah.
उसमें there was this guy, one of the kid was Aflatun. पता है जो सारे classes में जाता था. So बचपन में है ना, मैं बहुत सारे classes में जाता था. Slash mom भी मुझे motivate करते थे कि तू जा ये सब class में जा. I was like a real life Aflatun. But the thing was, in that movie they show कि Aflatun सारे classes करता है and he's good at everything. Well, I was good at most of the stuff. Like I did piano classes, I did singing classes. I was good at all that. But then one fine day, my mom put me for one and only Shamak Dawar dance classes. Okay, and these guys are really motivating. Like anybody can dance. Yeah, woo. Okay, these are एकदम ही hype. मतलब you know those dancer type people. 3 days later, that my mom came to pick me up, and that guy came and he's like, "Ma'am, आप एक से बात कर सकते हैं?" Mom is like, "क्या हुआ? Something to say?" ऐसा कुछ. Then he's like, "Ma'am, इनसे नहीं होगा." And then and then my mom was like, क्यों नहीं होगा? And then he looked at me and then he was like, "नहीं होगा, ma'am." Dude, I was like, bro, what
No,
the
but
hell?
according to him, anybody could have danced, na?
Nah, that guy, anybody could have danced. मेरा इतना कम टैलेंट था कि मतलब है ना, जब ब्रेक डांस थी नहीं तब मैंने इन्वेंट कर दी. स्टेप कुछ दूसरा ही था पर मैं कुछ अलग ही कर रहा था bro. And see, I was like ठीक है, because somewhere down the line मेरे को मालूम था कि ये बंदा ऐसे घूम रहा है like a Beyblade on the ground और मैं यहाँ पे ऐसे ऐसे कर रहा हूँ, तो there must be something wrong with my talent in dancing. उतना तो मेरे को clear हो गया था. But then my mom took it extra personally because previously जो भी classes थे ना, I killed it. Best singer, best chess player, rated, सब कुछ मतलब I was also killing it. मैं भी फाड़ रहा था ना मतलब. So then when I came to dancing, my mom was like shocked कि अरे मेरा बच्चा Einstein नहीं है. You know, like so then my mom forced the guy कि नहीं आप करो, he will be able to do it. And मेरे को तो कुछ किसी ने पूछा नहीं. So yeah, actually point ये था कि बचपन में we are quite confused and we think we are interested in something. Yeah. But a lot of times we are just trying out stuff, and that is the part of growing up. Trying out, failing, then again learning it, then and some things में failing again and again, realizing भाई ये हमसे ना हो पाएगा. आपको कैसे पता? आप लोगों को कैसे पता चला कि acting is the thing? What helped you all pursue acting, and why do you all enjoy acting? Why do you all enjoy acting as an art form?
So like for me, acting, I started acting, we were just trying. As I said earlier, पहले एक art try किया, फिर एक show try किया, फिर एक movie try किया. ऐसे try करते करते फिर पसंद आने लगा. Because after a point of time, I started realizing when I was mature enough, like 11th, 12th standard, I started realizing that being myself, I अब तक मतलब फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड से लेके 11th 12th स्टैंडर्ड तक मैंने कितनी लाइफ और कितने अलग अलग कैरेक्टर्स की जर्नी को मतलब लिव किया है. Being Namit Shah, in this one life, I've lived 10 other lives. Being yourself, you are switching from one person to another. Action सुनते कोई दूसरा आदमी, cut सुनते again back to what you were. मतलब एक दिन में मैंने 48 hours जिए हैं ऐसे देखा जाए तो, क्योंकि मैं नमित ऑल्सो 24 hours जी रहा था, और एज माई कैरेक्टर फॉर एग्जाम्पल कबीर, तो एज कबीर ऑल्सो 24 hours जी रहा था. So that's, I guess, the best part.
For me, it was the confidence thing, dude. I did not know how much I liked acting unless I had to leave it. Like I left Balveer in 10th for studying and everything, but then I realized I wanted to do this more. I wanted to do this more, and I don't know. I just gained confidence out of it so much. Like I was a different guy before, and I was a very different guy after that, and I wanted to do it more. And now I'm trying.
I would like to agree with Namit. See, starting में I didn't knew कि what is acting और मेरे को क्या करना है आगे. but eventually karte, like acting makes me feel so happy, like acting and standing in front of the camera, expressing your emotions. मैं देविश हूँ, मैं मेरा character जी सकता हूँ, लेकिन मैं बाकी characters real life में नहीं जी सकता. So वो through acting convey करना, that's very easy, like that's very good, that makes me feel happy. So yeah, that's why acting.
And the other best part is बहुत अच्छी फैसिलिटी मिलती है सेट पे. आप खड़े हो, आप बोलो पानी चाहिए, कोई आपको पानी लाके देगा. Of course, I respect each and everyone who are there in the crew and cast or whatever. But still, if you say मेकअप, तो आपको अच्छा दिखाने के लिए भी कोई है और आप टीवी पे भी आ रहे हो.
What about you, Dev?
So still I can say that acting is not the thing I want to do. Acting is just my hobby. I've kept it as a hobby since my last 16 years of acting, and I want to keep it as my hobby. As an actor, you can influence the society in a much bigger way than any other field. So of course, that's why I can say that acting is the thing which I like.
All right, Dev. I get and I get your thing where you say it's तेरा अंदर से calling आया. I get that.
Yeah.
You know, when you do, and you are lucky that you did land on it, because लोगों के तो बरसों लग जाता है to realize what first of all they enjoy doing, and second
Yeah.
that they are also good at. Morgan Freeman got his first big break in his 50s or 60s, and he had been
Right.
acting from his 20s, 30s. मतलब इतना साल एक्टिंग करने के बाद उसको फाइनली उसका बिग ब्रेक मिला. फाइंडिंग व्हाट यू एंजॉय, एक अंदर से कॉलिंग आना. प्लस कुछ लोगों को कॉलिंग आती है, लाइक माय लिटिल सिस्टर, शी इज अ लॉट इनटू सिंगिंग एंड ऑल, बट जिन लोगों को सुनना है उनको परेशानी होती है, यू नो. एंड ऑल दीज पेरेंटिंग बुक्स से डू नॉट डिमोटिवेट योर चाइल्ड, डू नॉट डिमोटिवेट योर चाइल्ड, बट यू नो आफ्टर वन सिंगिंग सेशन वेयर शी इज सिंगिंग पूरा आउट ऑफ ट्यून, फुल आउट ऑफ ट्यून, मतलब ऐसा कोई ट्यून बना ही नहीं है जिंदगी में. इट्स दीज कैटरपिलर जो एक दूसरे के साथ बात करते हैं ना, ऐसा ऑलमोस्ट साउंड आता है. And you have to be like, wow, you want to try something else also, you know, world is big, you can't directly be like you're bad at singing, you know. So,
shit.
अच्छा guys, so अभी अपन बोल रहे थे एक्टिंग कितने टाइम से एक्टिंग कर रहे हो तुम लोग. ऐसा कोई रोल था that was so challenging that you almost thought of quitting acting?
जयवीर है ना, वो मेरा फर्स्ट एंड ओनली नेगेटिव कैरेक्टर था आज तक का. उसके अलावा मैंने कोई नेगेटिव कैरेक्टर प्ले नहीं किया. तो आई डिडंट नो व्हाट इविल एक्चुअली वाज और व्हाट नेगेटिविटी एवर वाज. He had to kill people and all that stuff. He killed Balveer for a bit, but then Balveer came again and he killed Jayveer. Whatever happened.
Typical Hindi serial.
Naughty boy.
But you know it's a Hindi serial when the person says I killed him for a bit. परमानेंटली कोई मरता नहीं है, ये वापस आएगा, जब तक टीआरपी आएगी ये वापस आएगा.
तो मुझे नेगेटिविटी कुछ पता नहीं था, बट तभी मैं बच्चा था, लेकिन फिर भी लाइक आई हैड टू प्ले माय कैरेक्टर एनी हाउ. एंड ऑल्सो इट वाज क्रोमा, पूरा क्रोमा में शूट हुआ था A to Z. 2-3 आउटडोर सीन्स थे और क्रोमा वाज अ वेरी टफ जॉब फॉर मी, बिकॉज मैंने लाइफ में कभी टोटल क्रोमा, एंड उसमें मुझे पोजीशंस आर वेरी डिफरेंट. तुम लोग यहाँ पे खड़े होंगे, एक दूसरे के साथ बात करते होगे, बट इन द एक्चुअल स्क्रीन यू विल बी लाइक टू फार फ्रॉम ईच अदर. तो वो बहुत ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट था मेरे लिए. दो आई नेवर थॉट ऑफ क्विटिंग एक्टिंग और क्विटिंग दैट कैरेक्टर और लाइक नहीं करना, छोड़ दो, ऐसा कुछ हुआ नहीं था. बट दिस वाज वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर मी.
I remember it was not a role, but it was a track. Thing was that we had to go to Mano Meher's place and take a mobile, like Mano Meher, the other characters. So I had to take a mobile and replace it with something, and I was the only guy who was doing it. And the thing was, two friends came in just to hang out. They also wanted to see the whole thing, and the two friends came in, and I was just a bit nervous. And the director was new, and I was the only guy who was doing it. The pressure was just high, and उसमें गए 4 takes, and finally, the creative head was just nice enough, and again, fun लिया, 10 take और लिए, फिर finally हो.
What about you, Devish?
My first show Veera, because it was a negative role that, and I didn't knew acting ki like basics भी नहीं आते थे, so that was difficult. Experience नहीं था basically, yeah. So that was difficult, but then उसके बाद negative करते like मैंने काफी negative shows किए, though I'm a very positive guy. So experience हो गया, and ऐसा कभी नहीं हो कि acting is difficult or let's quit this?
मतलब you are able to handle it.
Yeah.
So, characters have always been hard initially. So, once you get used to it, it gets easy for you because you become that character. Start talking about the Chandrasekhar Azad character I played. So, initially, when we started workshops, we were not allowed to use mobiles for around 5 to 6 hours in the afternoon. You have to wear the village clothes, dhoti and kurta, and live normally, talk normally, do the scenes with the casting directors and all that. So it was little bit hard in starting ki bhai ye kya hai. But when you get used to it, then you enjoy that role. And after initially when we started shooting for that role, so it was like I'm ready to do the lines, I'm ready to do the scene anytime. So also talking about Balveer, initially I was very confused till the first day of the show, the first day of the shoot, which was today itself before 8 years, that what was the character of Balveer. What is Balveer? Who is Balveer? I never knew about it. So at the end, after exploring myself, exploring the character, I got that Balveer is a superhero. He has the power of 7 fairies, and it does like that. He lands like it, and so I had to build that character. Similarly, in Balveer Returns, the whole character is different. Just Balveer season one was about that Balveer is like Ram, always preachy, always teaching good things. But in Balveer Returns, Balveer is little bit like Deadpool, playing around and always talking funny things and playing with villains. So of course the transition was little bit hard, but I have always enjoyed and never felt like I should quit this role. I've always accepted all the challenges. Even I played the negative Balveer in season one. In Balveer Returns, I played the character of Nakaposh, Debu. Now also other characters are coming. So it's always interesting to play the characters, and it has always been fun.
You all started this journey as children. Now you all are young adults. What advice do you have for upcoming kids out there who want to get into acting? What you wish you had known when you had just started?
I would like what the resources which we have today. Like right now, the social media boom is
Social
such
media.
a big boost that if you want to act, there's no need to just go on TV. You have many other sources that you can. You have YouTube, you have Instagram, you have everywhere. You have the platform is very big where you can act as much as you want.
I would agree with Keval because social media से काफी boom हुआ है and so now you can like Instagram पे आप search कर सकते हो कि कहाँ क्या casting directors है कहाँ उनके सबके social media पे pages हैं. But then जब मेरा time था like when I was a kid and I was struggling to give auditions, बहुत rare coordinators, बहुत casting directors थे. So yeah, social media has changed everything in a good way.
So guys, whoever is looking forward to act, अगर आप auditions वगैरह दे रहे हो, concentrate on your character and try to get into the nerves of that character. And another thing, एक बार आप audition देते हो ना, फिर उसको भूल जाओ. उसके result के लिए wait मत करो कि मैं पहले इसका ही wait करूंगा, इसका आंसर आएगा, तब मैं कुछ और करूंगा. That's very wrong. And another thing, life में पीछे कभी मत देखना, वरना आगे से जो आ रहा है ना, वो भी रह जाएगा.
I can just say that watching the current scenario, somewhere the definition of true acting has been changed by many people. Like when you go to many other social media platforms, as you can say, or watch any other shows, web series, and many other things, you get many platforms. But there are some people who are not yet realized that what true acting is, and they try to pursue this field. That's not the thing. Acting is a very deep thing. You play the character, not being that character, not having that emotion ever felt in your life, and you're making it feel to other people who is watching it. So first, understand what you are doing. कोई भी series देखता हूँ तो I am always getting into the deep things कि इसका मतलब क्या है. On the set, the director is doing something, the setting guy is something, the setting guy is doing something, the spot guy is doing something. So I'm always interested in other people's life. I always want to know about them. I always want to help if I can help them with something. So that is what become inside me. I always try to explore new things. There are many actors who I am working with, who I have worked with, who never understood their character and they are just playing and going it with because they've got it by luck and they are just want to do it and they are just doing it for money and any other materialistic pleasures. But acting is somewhere a very much matured thing and also a very positive thing. if you use it properly, if you use it wisely, then it can of course change the society, I can say. A good actor can always lead the society, I can say. So always what you do, what the characters you choose. I'm 19 now, and in my teenage, and currently also at the end of my teenage, I've got many other roles which can give me a much bigger platform, a much bigger recognitions internationally. But that would have changed the perception of audience towards me as Dev Joshi, as Balveer, or as I got the national award for the role I play, or the characters I have played. So it could have changed all the things which I did till now in my life. Also, as an actor, when I go back to my home, I want my parents, my family, my social group, my friends to watch me with the respect what I do. So at the end, what you do, what the characters you choose matters a lot. So always choose it wisely and be a true actor. Always learn what you are going to do. Always study the character you are going to. If you don't know, then don't worry. Go to a good school. Go to a good like National School of Drama hai, Anupam Kher Acting Institute hai. There are many other people. There are many other things. Go there, learn about it. And if you at the end don't feel like doing it, that this is not my thing, then don't do it. But don't do it for any other materialistic pleasure, because it is a very pure thing, I can say.
मतलब एक्टिंग इसके लिए मत करो कि कूल है, कि अरे
Yeah.
वो लड़का करता है तो मतलब मैं भी करूँ क्या, एंड मतलब
Of
if you
course.
enjoy it later on, then continue with it. But your
Yes.
primary sole pleasure throughout it should not be, if I'm not wrong, if I'm understanding correctly, it should
Totally.
not be कि it's cool है इसके लिए कर रहा हूँ. You should do it if it is your calling
नहीं.
from within. मतलब कि
Of course.
वो एक saying है ना कि if you do what you love, then you don't work a day in your life.
In your life.
It's just fun. Yeah, so
Yes.
that's why whenever I talk to like Namit or I talk to Devish, they are always like so charged. They are like इतना टाइम 12 घंटा शूट है, ये नमित क्राइम मिलेट का शूट खत्म करके ये कर रहा है अभी. तो भी वो मेरे को बोल रहा था अरे ब्रो मेरा एनर्जी फुल रहेगा. एंड आई वाज लाइक ब्रो ये कहाँ से एनर्जी मिलती होगी इसको. देन आई रियलाइज कि इट इज through the love of the art, because you don't feel that it is work. I'm sure it's tiring, but because you don't feel that it is work, that is why you are able to do it consistently, and consistency is the key to success. है
Of
कि नहीं?
course.
मोदी जी वाला एंड किया ना मैंने
Truly.
एकदम ही फील आ गया मेरे को खुद से ही. तो दोस्तों आज के लिए बस इतना ही. फिर करते हैं आपसे मुलाकात अगले एपिसोड में. तब तक अपना ध्यान रखिए. स्टे सेफ, स्टे हेल्दी एंड कीप इट कैजुअल.